I'm not very good at Japanese, but welcome back to the good, the bad, the awesome. This is Jimmy G and the place to be. Welcome you back to this beautiful day, this beautiful video, whatever you want to call it. We are here to celebrate all things pop culture, mainly Star Wars, Transformers, mixed in with a little bit of everything else. And today is one of those little bit of everything else, but if this is your first time here, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button so you can get notified of new videos every day so you can see this big fat Asian guy talk to you about cool stuff. And so today what we're going to be looking at, before we get into that, we do have our July giveaway and our 400 subscribers giveaway still going on. Look at the link down below. You'll be able to get that. But today we are going into the world of anime and manga, and we are looking at a very bloody figure. And so we are not looking at the Lawnmower Man or the Ice Cream Man or the Marlboro Man. We are looking at Chainsaw Man. And so I picked this thing up at Fanboy Expo. This is by SHFiguarts, which is, I think, a division of Bandai. And I'm excited to get into this because I just started watching it. It is a very bloody show, a bloody good show. So we're going to get into this. We're going to open it up. We're going to play around with it. I'm going to give you some of my thoughts on whether you should get this or not. So again, first reaction. And if you are an in-the-box collector, I will open the box so that you don't have to. So let's do this. Look at this beautiful box of Chainsaw Man. A beautiful, beautiful, beautiful box. Now, this is a manga or anime I do not recommend for young kids or even, I would say, anyone under the age of, I don't know. Because there is a lot of blood. There is a lot of gore. And there's some, question. You be the judge. Parents, I would say this. You watch it first to see if you are okay with that, because every parent is different. Like, I won't let my 12-year-old daughter watch this show. And some of y'all are like, good for you. Some of y'all are like, what's the big deal? It doesn't matter. You do you. That's what it's about. But I get to watch it, and that's what's cool. So this right here, the box, it says Chainsaw Man. There is the front. There is the side of the box. There is the back. Says a lot of things here. It's saying over and over, Chainsaw Man, Chainsaw Man, Chainsaw Man, Chainsaw Man, Chainsaw Man. That's what I believe it says. Simple style, heroic action, showing you the poses you can put him in. There it is, says Chainsaw Man again. Wanted to make sure that if you don't know who this is, it's Chainsaw Man. And on the bottom, for ages 15 and up, no, not for children under 3. So look, if you are 14, you cannot play with this. If you are 15, go for it. Please handle with care and store out of the reach of children younger than 15 years old. Oh my goodness. So the good news is these chainsaws don't work, but if you want them to work to help you cut down tree branches and all that kind of stuff, more power to you. This is an authentic thing. I got this, thank you, Utopia Toys, when we were at Fanboy. I got this from y'all's booth. Y'all were selling this. I think I got it for a pretty good deal. But if y'all are local to Knoxville, please go visit them. They got all sorts of anime. If you like Gundam figures and Gundam models, they got that. They've got all sorts of other NECA figures, McFarlane figures. They just got a bunch of stuff, pop figures. But Utopia Toys, go see them. I'll put a link to their Facebook, Instagram page down below. So let's get this guy out of the box. I am not going to bore you with that. So we're going to do the magic of editing. Take him out of the box right now. I told you, through the magic of editing. Boom. There he is. Chainsaw Man. So here you get a lot of accessories. So like I said, I got this from the Utopia Toys booth. I paid about $85 for them. You can find them anywhere from $65 to $95, just depending where you're looking, on that. So $85 is convention prices. I'm okay with that. Utopia Toys are good. They're a good group, and sometimes they're running sales, so you may be able to find them and get a better deal than I can on that. So let's take a look at some of the things you get. You get 2 face plates right here, so we'll make sure to put those on because right now he looks a little dorky. We also get an extra tie that's more wavy, so very cool. I don't know if you can see this face plate. That's kind of cool with the tongue, and the tongue moves. That's awesome. This one just the mouth closed. You get a set of opened hands, and there's slots right there where you can put the chainsaw, and then you get a set of closed fists as well. So let's throw a face on here. Let's just throw the regular face. Let's get that in there. There we go. Oh, you got to be careful. These are pointy. These are pointy and sharp. So we got that regular face in on him now. So let's bring in some extra illumination, because we're going to go through some articulation and see if I can give you a really good idea. These Bandai Spirit Figuarts figures, the more expensive ones, have a ton of articulation. So let's start by looking at his beautiful head. Look at the detail on that head, and look at the detail on the saw, all the blood that's on that too there as well. But I love just, this looks phenomenal. I mean, this looks like it jumped right out of the anime. So I'm excited about this guy here. So let's start with the head. So you can go 360. It is on a ball joint, so you go up, down, and the neck. The neck has articulation, so you can go boom, boom, boom. So you have some really good. So the neck has articulation and the head has articulation. Oh, and there goes his faceplate. That's okay. We're going through articulation right now. We'll put it back on here in just a moment. Now let's go through the arm here. So you can see the arm can come way out like so. Right there. Now, there is a joint in this arm that you can move around. It doesn't go all the way around, because then this spins as well. I can't get that. Well, yeah, I guess I can get it kind of all the way around, sort of. But this part right here, you have that joint. And then you have the elbow joint here. And you have this. And then, of course, the hands do come off. As I'm doing this articulation test, come on, get back on their hands. There we are. And then you have the elbow bend on that too as well. And then the upper part of the waist, you have the upper part of the waist has a crunch. You also can go 360 with that. And then the bottom part also has a crunch. So you have some really great points of articulation. You can go rotate that all the way around too. The bad part is these chainsaws get in the way. And then let's go down to the waist, to the leg area. And so let's bring the arms up so that way we can kind of get a more focused approach. So that's about as far. It can't do quite the Jean-Claude Van Damme, but you can kind of see there's a joint right here that you can really kind of have some fun with. And this twist, oh, there we go. That'll give you the Jean-Claude. There you go. Just twist it a little bit and you can go all the way up, and this will 360. This part twists as well, not 360, but it does rotate, and then that doesn't rotate, and then the foot is on a ball joint, so you do get some good bend there, and then the knee is on a double joint, so you can really have some fun with posing this guy however you want to. So let me get his face back on, and then we're going to compare him to a few other figures. And his arms, his hands keep coming off. That's the part I don't like. Is I guess once you get him in the pose you want, then you're cool. Let's get a faceplate back on there. There we go. Let's get you standing. You're like, oh, you twisted me all out of shapes. So there we go. We got him standing tall. And so we'll set him to this side right here so I can bring in a couple little figures that I can show you. And we'll move my light out of the way back over here. So let's first, all the way up here, center stage. I'm sorry, my camera probably moved. Is the Nendroid here of Chainsaw Man. So the Nendroid, as you saw, I have a previous review. I'll link to the bottom of him and kind of what you can do with him. And you have multiple options as well. So really, really cool. And what I love about the Nendroid, he comes with Pochita. Then we have the Bandai Arts Tanjiro. So you can kind of see from a size standpoint what we're looking at. So, and then of course you also can see it from a difference in detail. This is a $17 figure, $85 figure. So this one has a more premium feel than this one here. And then we'll move him out of the way. Tanjiro, thank you. And then we got good old Zenitsu, the McFarlane 17-inch. Again, while this does have some really cool articulation points here, this has even more. I'd love to get the SHFiguarts of the Demon Slayer characters, because I bet those have just about as much articulation too with those things. So let me move you guys out of the way here. Yeah, let me throw a little core Starscream. There he is. Good old Transformer. Beautiful. So let's bring him in again for just a little more close-up so you can kind of see the face. There's the body, the wrinkled shirt. Look at the arm with the blood. I mean, the blood is painted on there. These are spiky. The shoes got some really good detail. They even put the paint on the bottom. Oh, something I forgot to show you. Ha 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 ha. Again, first reaction. Toe bend. You got a toe bend. On that too as well. So, so lots of really great things you can do with this. So what we're going to do is we're going to put them in some poses, and I'm going to give you some of my final thoughts on this figure. So let's get them into some posing. Welcome back together as we give my final thoughts on Chainsaw Man, aka Denji. So I was able to kind of pose him, and I took my little Nendroid Pochito and posed him with him, but there he is. One of the things I discovered about him, this is the thing about first time like posing and doing things with anything, you kind of discover new things. So one of the things I discovered is in this joint right here. I don't know if you can see, but look at that. It's like a butterfly kind of hinge joint there that lets you really pop that elbow or that arm however you want to. I don't know. Can you see that? That's so cool. That's so cool. Of course it hurts because I'm poking myself with his chainsaw, but yeah, that is awesome because it'll let me like distort his arms and all sorts of cool things. So there he is again. Just a beautiful figure. Thank you again, Utopia Toys. I like this guy. He's awesome. I think I would love to get some of the others. My only complaint about him is like, well, it's the nature of his chainsaws. It's like it's pointy. I don't really have any complaints about him. I think he's great. I mean, you should not have any complaints when you're paying premium price for some of these little action figures. This was my splurge at Fanboy, so this is what I got. So instead of getting autographs, I decided to get him. But I think he looks awesome. I think he is really great. I think if you're a big fan of the anime, or if you're a fan of action figures in general, you're gonna love this one, just with the posability. What I love is when you replace the hands come apart, so you can put the different hands in there. So let me grab one so I can show you. So yeah, here is the hand, but it comes apart in two halves, so you can put one on the other. So that's how you get it in there with the chainsaw. So on a scale of good, bad, awesome, I'd say he is beware of power tools awesome. I like him. I think he's great. I will cherish this one for a while and not give him to anybody. Now when I'm ready to get rid of him, you all will find out probably. It may be in a giveaway, but not anytime soon. So with that, thank you for listening to my TED Talk. Actually, not my TED Talk, my Jimmy G Talk. Tune in next time when we review something else very awesome, and hopefully we'll see you again. So y'all remember to stay young, have fun, be awesome, and let the good times roll, baby. We'll see you later.